What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Young Jersey back at it again with another video, and welcome back to the channel. Today I got y'all some Madden 12 gameplay, and I'm just gonna talk about some things, updates, things like that. So recap my Madden 11 franchise. That franchise has went well successfully. I remember I said when I opened it up, when I first started making the Saints franchise videos on Madden 11 back in, I think it was August or it was September, one of those months, I said I would play multiple seasons, but I just realized, like, after how long it took me to finish this one, that's what made me decide to close it out. So it wasn't that I just switched. I'm stuttering. It wasn't because I was lazy, because I'm not. It's because it's just the schedule. It's like, I'm trying to do other things like outside of here, trying to get other things together. So yeah, but I had fun with this Madden 11, with the Madden 11 franchise, man. I had fun with it. It was a lot of drama, like in some of those close games that I played, like the one against the Ravens game, the Falcons game, most definitely the Steelers game, and when we had rematched them in the Super Bowl. But that Super Bowl matchup, though, when we had rematched the Steelers, we just destroyed them. Colston had like 200, near 300 yards, 300-yard game in the air and catching, and we just bought out, did our thing like we usually do. Like, I've been successful in winning a Super Bowl in every franchise that I played. Every year, usually, like Madden 20, I did the Saints franchise. Madden 21, I did the Saints franchise. Madden 22, I did the Buccaneers franchise. And then I don't know if I'm gonna do a Madden 23 one this year. I'm least likely not going to. I don't think I'm going to, because Madden 23 is terrible and the team sucks. So I don't want to go through that burden of trying to like figure out their chemistry all over again. But if Drew was on there, then we would have had at least some of our same players. Then, well, besides Kamara and Michael Thomas and Lattimore, we definitely don't have City Deuce on there. So I was like, nah, I'm not about to go through all that trouble. So yeah, I just decided not to make a franchise on that, which I just made my decision as I'm speaking right now. So this video is a double header because I wanted to get these two done, and I plan on dropping this today. And I don't know, I might release it, like, even though the quality might be bad at first, but it'll eventually load up. You know how YouTube is. You upload something and the quality comes out bad for a little while, and they got to process the HD version and the high quality and stuff like that. That thing takes hours. So I plan on dropping this video ahead of time so I can just get it out the way, and then I got to do a Madden 23 video on online head-to-head. So yeah, and that's like the next thing I have to do after this video. That'll be the next thing dropping. So y'all stay tuned for that. And so yeah, and I'm gonna start, and while I'm doing the modes and stuff, like online head-to-head, I can't get my words out, but as I'm doing online head-to-head, I may be consistent with it. I'll have my times of being consistent, and then I'll like start being very inconsistent at times, because that's just how it is. Like, I'm just keeping it 100% with y'all. And so yeah, pretty much. And anyway, back to that Madden 11. I started that franchise back in August or September, and it took me all the way until a couple days ago to finish that franchise. It's December now. I should have been finished with that by at least October, but I was slacking real bad, and yeah. And I was really just trying to focus on like college and stuff like that. That's another thing. That's another thing I do, and that's another reason why you don't see a lot of consistency from me, unless it's like no commentary videos, and yeah, stuff like that. I just had my times, and I had my good times, had my bad times with consistency. So yeah, but those of y'all that's been staying with me throughout them times, I appreciate it, for real. Those of you that understand, I appreciate that. Cause busy, just living life outside of this. And I'm not trying to act like this is a career or something, because this is just something I really do for fun. I've been doing this for about 7 years now, or going on 7 years now. Once 2023 hit, that'll make it 7 years. This channel, I've had this same exact channel since I was 13 years old, and look at me still uploading videos 7 years later, doing my thing. And y'all can tell my progress, man. I like how long I've had this since I was in my squeaker age. I was in the 6th grade when I had this. I was like 13, and now I'm 20. Can't believe, man. 7 years. 7 years. That's all I gotta say. But I'm gonna start repeating myself, cause y'all be like, what is he trying to say? What is he talking about? I'm just saying things. But look at Meacham right here. I know y'all saw him make that beautiful catch right there, and I'm going all the way to the crib. Some people say on my TikTok page, some people were like, why didn't you do a Madden 12 franchise instead of 11? Because I really like 11, and my boy Drew was on the cover, and I wanted to take them to the Super Bowl and repeat as champions. And yeah, but if I was going to do a Madden 12, I feel like, I don't know. I already know, but as far as right now, I'm not doing any more franchises for a long time. It's gonna be a while until I get like motivated enough to do another franchise. And plus, like how my schedule is, I don't want it to interfere in anything I got going on IRL. So that's why I don't do a lot of series and things like that. And yeah, pretty much. Like I told people in Discord, I said, that's why I don't do a lot of series, because, you know, outside of this stuff, I got things to do. So, yeah. And look at this. Stafford trying to throw the I think that's Nate Burleson again. And I end up intercepting him, and I take it back to the 21-yard line, and we go into halftime. I remember playing this game some years back. I'd say, how long it's been, since 2017. I was living with my mother. Let me see, I was in like the 7th grade at the time. It was like about 5 years. It's about to be 6 years now, like going into 2023. And the reason I play this game was because when I used to live with my mother, I didn't have an Xbox, but like the new Xbox. But every time I come up to my dad's before I started living with him, every time I come up to visit, because I used to come visit my dad twice a year, Christmas and summer break. That would be the only time I'd be on the new gen games and stuff like that. So, but whenever I go back to my mom's, I'd be on that 360. I'd be playing that Madden 12 or that Madden 10, and just watching YouTube, watching movies and stuff like that. But during that time, I would like, whenever I was bored, I had cousins. Like me and my mother, we shared a room. We were downstairs, and they were upstairs, so we were living with them. And I would usually go upstairs with them and just chill out, or I bring the game up there because, you know, their little sister she liked to play the game with me and stuff. So I just let her do that. So I bring it up there and be a fun time. Or like I had Netflix on the 360, so I was able to download that, and we watched movies and things like that. So I remember this one movie where this girl, she was like deaf, she was deaf, and her friend was trying to knock on the door. It was like nighttime, and her friend tried to knock on the door, like beating on the window, because the killer was chasing her, and he ended up stabbing her doing something. And then the girl inside, the deaf girl, had no clue until like she saw him, and she was trying to prevent him from getting in the house, and she couldn't hear anything. And that's the scary part. Like, just imagine living in a house by yourself, and you're deaf, and you don't know who's behind you. You can't even sense who's behind you, because like, I don't even know. But the feeling, just the feeling of somebody behind you, it just all comes from the ears. Like, when you hear, like, I see, sometimes when you're by yourself and you be at the house, right? Sometimes you hear stuff because you're paranoid. And I mean, I still had that problem, but it ain't bad. It ain't like little kid bad. It's just, it's a thing for everybody. It's usually people do that all the time. It's normal. But I know it'd be nothing. It just be my brain. That's it. I just have to remember that, like, it's my mind playing games with me. That's it. But I'm all right, though. I ain't trying to sound crazy, but that's what it is. And yeah, and another thing I want to talk about, the Saints, the 2022 Saints. I can't believe that I hyped this team up. The 2022 Saints. I can't believe that I hyped this team up. I thought Jameis Winston was going to be great, but this man threw 3 picks. No. Not 3 picks. I think he threw about 5 picks. He threw like 5 picks in the matter of 3 games, and they were all, he didn't throw any picks against Atlanta, but he did. He threw 3 against the Bucks in week 2. He threw 2 picks against the Panthers in week 3, and I guess that's when DA decided to bench him, and DA sucks. He sucks as head coach. Pete Carmichael is a horrible offensive coordinator. Because if y'all had watched the Monday night game with the Bucks, when we had to play the Bucks again, right? We were at Tampa. Andy Dalton was our starter this time, and we had the ball. We were up like 16-3 in the 4th, and so we were up, right? First things first. It's like in the 4th. It's like nearly about 5 minutes left. We have the ball, and we're at like the Bucks 45, somewhere between the 50 and the 45, somewhere around there. So, you know, they call this play where, well, I don't know what play it was, but Ingram was open on the flat, and he catches it, right? Starts running up for a first down. But this man went out of bounds a yard short. He was hurt like a couple plays ago. Then he comes back in the game and decides to run out of bounds when we needed a first down, and we had to stay in bounds when we were trying to eat clock. And then another thing, we get the ball back. The Bucks score. It's like, we get the ball back after the Bucks score. It was like 16-10. Pete Carmichael gonna call this dumb play where he has like 1 receiver lined up. He has like a fullback. It's like I-form, but it wasn't. But there were receivers on both sides. They had a receiver to the left. The receiver number was 33. We didn't even know who that was when we should have been running the ball the whole time, or we could have been throwing like 2-yard, 3-yard short passes since the Bucks were playing the run good. The 2-yard short pass was our new running game, and Pete Carmichael gonna call a play action, right? And Dalton gets sacked, and then on 3rd down and 17, Hill don't catch the ball. Then the Bucks go back downfield. We're playing the wrong defense, and the Bucks score with like 3 seconds left. With 3 seconds left, and they took the lead. So we gave the game away, and that's what told me right there. When we're sitting at 4-9, I was like, yeah, it's time to get rid of it. Yeah, it's time to fire everybody, trade everybody, hit the reset button. I said this weeks back, it was time to hit the reset button. But yeah, who knows? I can't coach. If I was a coach, I would have just destroyed this team, just trade everybody. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I'm out.